every monk's path is unique. For some, the call comes early. For others, it comes later in life, after years of family, work, and searching. At Glastonbury Abbey, two monks share how very different journeys led them here.
My journey started when I graduated from high school. I joined the Trappist monks, and I stayed with the Trappists for a few years. And then after being there a few years, I felt that this was not my calling. And I left, came home to Quincy, and I went to school for a few years, and then I started teaching. And I taught for about 4 years, and then I decided I'd like to try monastic life again, but something that was not quite as cloistered as the Trappist monks. And I thought the Benedictines were similar. We both follow the rule of Benedict, but this is a different interpretation of it.
My journey to Glastonbury Abbey is not very typical. I was born in an evangelical Christian home and was that way for 40-some odd years. I married and I have children, grown children and grandchildren. Unfortunately, we was divorced at some point, and then still continued to feel a call to come to Glastonbury.
And then during that time, I was taking some courses, and I was in a program at Boston College. And I got interested in liberation theology, and I got interested in the homeless. I became aware of people like Dorothy Day. And so I asked for permission to work with the homeless full-time. One of the places I volunteered at was a Catholic worker house in Boston, so I ended up moving into the Catholic worker and working with homeless. My job there was working with seminarians and graduate students who were doing field education.
I lived in the area, so I knew of Glastonbury. I became an oblate of Glastonbury later on, and then so I was quite familiar with the place. But I kept feeling a tug or a pull to come here and try it out. So after raising my kids, I then contacted the vocation director at the time and just said, what about the possibilities of me coming here as a monk? And as my last child was emancipated, means graduated from college, I went into full speed to pursue that and went through an annulment process for the marriage and became a monk.
So after 18 years of doing that, I was asked to come back here, and I've been here now for 18 years. And I have a couple of different jobs here now. One of them is working with retreatants, where I get to meet a lot of new people and people who are coming in for sometimes just a few days, sometimes for a week. And then I'm working with Father Albrecht and vocation work, where we both do interviews with people, help people discern if this is perhaps their calling. And I like that. I like the fact that we have a lot of contact with outside people in this particular monastery.
There are multiple paths to Glastonbury, and this may show you, my example might show you that there's a chance that you might have to become a monk. We typically have twice a year a monastic come and see weekend where you can get a short glimpse of what life is like at the Abbey.
Two different paths, one through youthful searching and service, the other through family life and faith, both finding home, purpose, and community at Glastonbury Abbey.